Good morning, students. In a previous class, that is class 3 of the chapter chemical bonding, I already completed few fundamental terms, that is polar covalent bond, non-polar covalent bond, then covalent character in ionic bonded compound, ionic character in covalent bonded compound, and dipole moment and the application of dipole moment. I repeat again, that means polar covalent bond. In covalently bonded molecule, heteroatom is there, different atoms are there, having differing electronegativity. Then there is a development of partial positive and partial negative charge, as a result of which there is a development of dipole and the molecule is known as a polar covalent bond. On the other hand, if a homoatomic molecule is there is electronegativity difference is 0, then the shared electron pair, the electron cloud, electron density remain in the mean position between the two atoms, as a result of which that type of molecule is known as non-polar covalent bonded molecule. And we say that in ionic bonded molecule, ionic bond that is 100% ionic, but it is not correct. That also contains some covalent character which was clearly explained by the Fajans. That means when one cation approaches towards the anion, the electron density of anion is somewhat attracted towards cation. This phenomenon is known as polarization. Then the capacity of the cation to attract the shared pair of electrons, that ability capacity known as polarizing power, and the tendency of the anion is known as polarizability. So according to Fajans, smaller the size of the cation or higher the size of the anion and higher the charge on cation and anion, greater is the polarization, and hence greater is the covalent character in ionic bonded molecule. Okay, similarly, in covalent bond also ionic character is there, which is clearly verified from the electronegativity difference. If the difference in electronegativity between the two bonded atoms is 1.9, then one results that it is 50% ionic or 50% covalent. On the other hand, if the electronegativity difference is more than 1.9, then the bond is predominantly ionic. While if the electronegativity difference is less than 1.9, then the bond is predominantly covalent. Next one is dipole moment, symbolically represented as mu. That is the multiplication of either positive or negative charge, represented by symbol Q, and the distance between internuclear between the two atoms, represented by the letter small d. That is mu is equal to Q into D. Q, the charge represented, that is E into 10 to the power minus 10 electrostatic unit, and the internuclear distance is 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. That means mu is equal to 10 to the power minus 18 ESU dot centimeter, or equivalent to 1 dY, that is capital D. It is a vector quantity. It is represented by an arrowhead and one positive sign tail head. Arrowhead towards more electronegative and tail head, that is towards positive one. If a molecule having heteroatom different electronegativity, then only it is represented by an arrowhead towards negative one, tail head towards positive one. So from this dipole moment, one is able to calculate the geometry, the shape. One is able to identify cis isomer and trans isomer. Which one is ortho, which one is a para, which one is a metaphor. Then And also from this one is identify the structure, symmetrical structure or not. This is the application of dipole moment. So today, that is a class 4 for the chapter chemical bonding. I will focus to 2 to 3 points. That is Lewis representation, dot-like structure, how to write the dot-like structure for a molecule. Resonance, condition, characteristics of resonance. Next, VSEPR theory, mark that. VSEPR theory, that is known as valency shell electron pair repulsion theory. And last one is hybridization. Last one is hybridization. And that is intermixing of the atomic orbital. So let us start one by one. First one is the Lewis representation. By the help of dot and a cross, one is able to write the structure of a molecule. So before going to that one, we have to focus 2 to 3 points. That one, point 1. First we calculate the total number of valence electron. Point 2. If the species is anion, then add the number of electron is equal to its charge. And if that one is a cation, then remove the number of electron is equal to its charge. Next, point 3. Arrange the different atoms in the form of skeleton, representing them. Find out the central atom. Generally, it is least electronegativity. And arrange the other atoms around it by technical method. Last one is put a electron pair among each atoms, at least showing one single covalent bond. Then, if electron left, then arrange it indifferently at different places on each atom, showing either the multiple bond or remain as a lone pair of electron. But one keeping into mind that in each case, each atom must satisfy the octet rule. That is, possess 8 electrons in their valence shell. These are the points we have to remember while writing the Lewis structure. I repeat again, 4 points are there. I repeat again. Point 1. Calculate the total number of valency electron. Point 2. If one species is anion, add the number of electron equal to its charge. If that species is a cation, remove the number of electron is equal to its charge. Point 3. Select which one is the central atom. Generally, that one possesses least electronegativity. And draw a skeleton of that structure for that molecule. Fourth point. Arrange a lone pair of electron. Arrange a pair of electron among each atom, representing a single covalent bond. Then, if electron left, then go through the multiple bond or place them in form of a lone pair, keeping in view that each atom must satisfy the octet rule. That means the valence shell must possess 8 electrons. So let us apply this concept while writing 1 or 2 structure. First one is carbon dioxide. First one is carbon dioxide, CO2. Mark that here carbon, atomic number 6, it is 2, 4. That means valence electron is 4. And oxygen, atomic number 8, that is 2, 6. Valence electron is 6. So total number of valence electron. Total number of valence electron is equal to 4 plus 2 into 6 is equal to 16 electron. That means 8 pair of electrons are there. Then we have to arrange COO at least 1 pair. Then keeping in the view, mark that. So carbon, it is 2 to 4 is there. That means it octet is not satisfied. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It octet is not satisfied. So we have to go through the formation of multiple bonding. So mark that. How many? 16 electron or 8 pair of electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Mark that for the case this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is satisfied. For this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is satisfied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is satisfied. So we can represent like this. It is the Lewis structure, dot structure for the carbon dioxide. Next switch over to another one, that is a carbon monoxide. Next one is for carbon monoxide. Mark that. Next example, carbon monoxide, CO. So similarly, total number of valence electron, total number of valence electron is equal to, that is atomic number 6, 2, 4, that is 4. Atomic number 8, 2, 6, that is 6. Total number of electron, valence electron, that is 10 or 5 pair. Next we represent CO, at least 1 pair here. Mark that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mark that. This is the arrangement. So let us verify to satisfy the octet or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Octet is not satisfied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Octet not satisfied. So we go through the multiple bonding. So next chances is to go through the multiple bonding. Mark that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mark that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here mark that. In this case, if we arrange in the case, so there is no hard and fast rule is there. So first you go through the arranging a pair of electron in each case for a single covalent bond. If not, then you go through heat and trial method in such a way that each one satisfies the octet. So mark that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 satisfy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 satisfy. So the structure is, this is for carbon monoxide, CO. Okay. Next, carbon monoxide is over, carbon dioxide is over. Next, switch over to hydrogen peroxide. Third example, mark that. Hydrogen peroxide, formula H2O2. So first, total number of valence electron. Total number of valence electrons. Hydrogen atomic number is 1. Valence electron is 1. 2 is there. 2 plus oxygen. Atomic number 8. 2, 6. Valence electron is 6. So 2 into 6. That is total is 14 electron on 7 pair. That is HOOH. Minimum 1 pair. Mark that. Remaining 2 pair. 2 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 electrons are there, 7 pair. Let us verify their octet. Special case is hydrogen. It is satisfied with duplet. So duplet satisfy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is satisfy octet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Satisfy octet. 1, 2 duplet. So the structure is mark that it is the Lewis representation for hydrogen peroxide. Next, we represent another example, that is a nitrous oxide, HNO2, nitrous acid. This one over? Good. Next, fourth example, that is nitrous acid. HNO2. Similarly, go through the point 1, that is total number of valence electron. H is 1, nitrogen, atomic number 7, 2, 5, valence electron 5. Oxygen, atomic number, that is 8, 2, 6, valence electron is 6. So 2 are there, 12, that is 12 plus 5, 17, 1, 18. 9 pair of electrons or 18 electrons are there. Then we have to go through a skeleton. HO, NO, 1 pair, 2 pair, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Mark that. This one satisfied by duplet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Satisfied by octet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Octet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Octet. So this representation, the skeleton representation depends upon practice. There is no hard and fast that you have to write. But one thing is that in case of hydrogen or of fluorine, these are always remain at the side position. And the central one, central atom arrange, which one is generally lowest electronegativity in most of the cases. So mark that the structure is H, O, N, O. This is the Lewis structure representation for nitrous acid. It is clear? Good. Next we switch over to another one, that is a nitric acid. Example 4, Lewis representation of nitric acid. Next example 4, nitric acid. Do you know the formula for nitric acid? Good, that is HNO3. HNO3. Mark that. Total number of valence electrons. H is 1 plus nitrogen. Atomic number 7, 2, 5. Outermost is 5. Oxygen, atomic number 8, 2, 6. Outermost is 6, 6 into 3. 18, 5, 23, 1, 24. 24 electrons are there, or 12 pair or 24 electrons are there. They have to arrange. So then we have to go through a skeleton arrangement. H, O, N, O, O. Mark that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Mark that. Hydrogen, duplet, oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, octet. Nitrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, octet. Oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, octet. Oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, octet. Is it clear? Good. Next is representation. H, O, N, O. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mark that. It is the Lewis dot representation for nitric acid. Next, we have to switch over to another one example, that is a phosphoric acid. What is the formula for phosphoric acid? H3PO4. Good. It is clear? Example 5. Phosphoric acid. Next. That is H3PO4. Followers, that is total number of valence electron. H is 1, so 3. Phosphorus 15, 2, 8, 5. Valence electron is 5. Plus oxygen 8, 2, 6. Valence electron is 6. 4 there. 6 into 4, 24. That is 32. 16 pair or 32 electrons are there. So we have to go through a skeleton arrangement for phosphoric acid. H, O, P, O, OH, O. H3, H3, OH. H3PO4. Mark that. We have to count 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Next one is 31, 32. Okay, mark that. Next, we satisfy whether the duplet octet is satisfied or not. Hydrogen duplet, oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, satisfy. Phosphorus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, satisfy. Oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, satisfy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, satisfy. Hydrogen 1, 2, satisfy. Oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, satisfy. Hydrogen, satisfy. Okay, next the representation is, that is H, O, P, OH. Next O. Last one is OH. It is the structure for phosphoric acid. Next we go through another one, that is ozone. Example 6. Ozone molecule, that is O3. Total number of valency electrons. Oxygen, atomic number 8 to 6. Valence electron is 6. So 3 is there. 6 into 3. 18 electrons are there. So we have to arrange skeleton in the form of skeleton representing the electron inside them such that each one attain the octet one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So next we have to verify the octet for each one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 octet, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 octet, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 octet. So representation is mark that. These are some examples of representing the dot line Lewis dot structure for the molecules. Is it clear? Good. Next, we switch over to the another concept that is known as resonance. Next is resonance. What do you mean by the term resonance? Mark that. For some molecules, more than one structure can be represented. More than one Lewis structure can be represented. Each structure gives the idea, little bit idea about the original structure. But none of them able to give all the characteristic property of the original structure. Then each structure, the individual structure is known as a resonating structure. Mark that each individual structure is known as a resonating structure or a contributing structure or a canonical structure, while the actual structure which gives the complete idea, all the properties of the original structure, but cannot be represented in the pen or paper, plane of paper, that is known as resonance hybrid. I repeat again. When for a molecule more than one structure can be represented, Lewis structure can be represented, but none of them able to identify all the characteristic property of the original structure, then that one is known as, each individual structure is known as a resonating structure or a canonical structure or a contributing structure, while the original, the actual structure which gives the complete idea about the original structure, complete properties of the original structure, but cannot be represented in the plane of paper, that is known as resonance hybrid, and the phenomenon is known as resonance. Mark that. Switch over to one or two example. Let us consider the case of ozone. First example, ozone. That is O3. Just before we write the Lewis structure for ozone, mark that. It is 2, 6. So 6 into 3, 18 electrons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is one of the arrangement. So one other possibilities is there. If this one transfer, this lone pair, if this one pair of electron is transferred to this side, so in other word, mark that. In another way also one can represent. That is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark the two structure is there. Here in the, suppose it is first oxygen, second oxygen, third oxygen. Between first and second oxygen, that is the double bond. But here first and second oxygen is the single bond is there. So in the two representation are there for one molecule. But none of them able to satisfy, give the all the property for the original structure. Then the third one, which lies in between those two structure, but actual meaning, it has no actual meaning, it is not representing the plane of paper, that one is a resonance hybrid. Mark that. Mark that the resonance hybrid structure. It is resonance hybrid. This is the dotted line, which actually has no meaning. Each structure 1 and structure 2, this is known as the resonating structure or contributing structure, while the third one, which gives the complete data, that is known as resonance hybrid, and the phenomenon is known as resonance. Next we move to another one example, that is nitrous acid HNO2. Mark that. Second one is nitrous acid HNO2. Just before we write Lewis structure HONO, mark that. So here satisfied duplet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 octet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 octet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 octet. Mark that. It is a Lewis representation for nitrous acid. Another possibility is structure 1. Another possibility is there. If this lone pair of electrons shift to here, then what happens? In order to satisfy its octet, so this bond also break down. Mark that structure is HO. Mark that, it is structure 2. Two structures are there for the representation of Lewis structure for nitrous acid. Mark that how shifting of electron takes place. Next we switch to another example, that is for benzene. Next example is for benzene. You know, I hope all of you know the formula of benzene, that is C6H6. Third one is benzene, that is C6H6. Mark that. The structure double, single, double, single, double. It is the structure for benzene C6H6. Keeping in your mind that each carbon atom, each one atom satisfied octet. Special case in hydrogen, that is a duplet. This structure can also be represented like this. This is a bond line notation for the structure of benzene. So it is structure 1. One also can represent like this. Mark that. It is this one first given by Kekulé, Kekulé 1 and Kekulé 2. Mark that. What is the difference? The total number of atoms remains same. Total number of electrons remains same. Total number of each kind of atom remains same. Total number of single bond or double bond remains same. But mark that. If we number the carbon 6, 1, 2, there is a single bond, but 1, 2, there is a double bond. 2, 3, there is a double bond. 2, 3, there is a single bond. So this is the difference. No doubt, formula same, number of each kind of atom, type of bond same, but the position of the multiple bond is different. So these are known as resonating structure. And if we go through, then this is known as the resonance hybrid. It is known as resonance hybrid. And each one, structure 1 and structure 2, are known as the resonating structure or contributing structure or canonical structure. Next, we switch over to the next property, that is VSEPR theory, that is valency shell electron pair repulsion theory. So try to understand this one first, then we write one by one. First one is, that is VSEPR theory. So before going to this one, we have to focus 2 points. Two words. One is known as lone pair and one is known as bond pair. We know that while the formation of a covalent bond, there is sharing of electron. When two electrons share each atom by one form a bond, then that pair is known as a bond pair. The pairing takes place during bonding is known as bond pair electron. But the pair of electron, the electron pairing takes place before bonding, then that is known as lone pair. So, electron, as we know, similar charge repel to each other. So, during the formation of bonding, when one atom approaches to other, what happens? There is the inter-electronic repulsion takes place. So, every cases, everywhere, everyone try to attain remain in the zone of stability. That's why the atoms with their atomic orbital and the electrons remain away for a maximum distance in such a way that they avoid the maximum repulsion and attain the stability. So this repulsion, inter-electron repulsion, is maximum in case of lone pair, and a minimum in case of bond pair and bond pair. So according to this theory, the repulsion is lone pair repulsion is greater than a lone pair bond pair repulsion and is greater than bond pair repulsion. This is known as a valence bond theory. In order to attain the zone of stability, they keep away maximum distance, and it has been observed that the repulsion is maximum between lone pair, then lone pair and bond pair and bond pair. Switch over to one or two examples. Then we start writing. Mark that. If we look after the case of ammonia and water, mark that. If we look after the ammonia, mark that. It is the ammonia. So this pair is known as, because the pair of electron formed after bonding, this is known as bond pair. This is also known as a bond pair. It is also known as a bond pair. While this one is already paired before bonding, it is known as lone pair. So what we observe? Between there is a lone, it is known as lone pair bond pair. It is known as a lone pair bond pair. It is known as a bond pair, and it is known as a bond pair. Okay, we know that lone pair maximum, then lone pair, then bond pair. Mark that. I draw the structure again. This is known as lone pair, bond pair. This is known as lone pair, bond pair. This is known as bond pair. And this is known as bond pair. So as this is higher in comparison to this one, the expected bond angle gradually decreases, squeezes. So actually it is bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes, but due to this repulsion, this squeezes to, that is 107 degree. The structure is like this one. And the bond angle, this one bond angle, HNH bond angle is 107 degree instead of 109 degree 28 minutes. Similarly, look after the another example, that is a formation of water. Mark that. It is known as lone pair. It is known as lone pair. It is known as bond pair. It is known as bond pair. So it is lone pair repulsion. It is lone pair repulsion. It is lone pair bond pair repulsion, and it is lone pair bond pair repulsion, and this one is known as bond pair repulsion. As we know, lone pair is maximum. It is also originally, that is normally it is 109 degree, that is bond angle HOH 109 degree 28 minutes. But due to this repulsion, it is squeezes the bond angle to 104.5 degree or 105 degree. So mark that it is LPLP, it is LPBP, LPP and it is BPP. So the structure squeezes to 104.5 degree or 105 degree. It is little bit idea about VSEPR theory.